Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody having a good day today. So we are in the layout room in the basement, and this is a how-to video on how to solder code 55 Atlas to Kato unitrack, which is code 80. What you see in front of you, these are the tools that I will be using for this particular project. These are the snips. These are the Zerons. I got these off of ModelTrain stuff.com. Here's your solder. I prefer to use the 4060 because this is going to be a joint, so the more solder the better. But if you don't, you can go super thin, the 6230, which is 0.015 in diameter. It's this real thin wire. I wouldn't use it. If you want to, that's up to you. Some flux, all that good stuff here with the flux, and a piece of code 55 flex track or 80 to connect the two. A Sharpie. The Sharpie is used to mark on the track here the locations where you will be cutting. I have already cut this to the exact measurement. So other than that, that is it on the tools. Now we're gonna move over to the actual location. Okay, so here's the joint, and this is the location where I'm connecting. To the left, this Kato unitrack here. This is the west end yard lead, and there's the joint we're gonna connect, and this is going into the yard throat. This track here hasn't been glued down. I just put down the road bed underneath. Yard throat here, none of this is permanent. Only two tracks here are permanent. As you can see, the glue there is still drying. These first two tracks, the foremost track to you, this track here, this is track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track 5, track 6, and it connects to the rest of the yard down here. Other than that, everything down here on the east end is down. I just got to get the switch throws in. But everything here is looking good so far. We just had to put some attention here on the west end. So I'm going to go ahead and set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, this is the Kato unitrack. This is the expansion pack. The expansion pack number, I don't know it offhand. I will include it in the description below. But nope, I'm sorry. It is the snap track conversion track. These are 2-pack, 2-track packs. They are Kato number 20-045. I'm afraid if I put this in front of the camera, it's gonna be super big. Yep. Oh man, that's an eyesore. So here it is. This is the conversion track, 2 inches by 7/16. And there it is right there. So what I do is I pinch the road, joiners, the rail joiners. The copper one, I will not pinch. You can if you want to. I'm just gonna choose not to. That way I can get more flux into that joint. And pretty much what you do here is you take your code 55 that you're gonna place down, and you just line it up on top of what you've already pinched together. Just line it up like so. As you can see, it puts the code 55 to the exact rail height of the code 80, which is on the unitrack. So from here, I like to use a Q-tip, get your little flux on it. I'll get you some flux on it. And you just pretty much, this is your flux. So what I like to do, since the rail head is here, you don't want I lost train of thought. I put it all over, like so. Just get a nice good dab of it all over the place. You'll clean it up afterwards. And then you come back here and you reline everything. Make sure it's all lined up, as you can see. Make sure everything is lined up. Get your soldering iron. I probably should have showed you this, but my soldering iron, it's adjustable. It goes up to 896 degrees, which is overkill for what we're gonna do. So since this is pretty thick solder here, 4060, I'm going to at least turn it up to at least 500 degrees just to melt it, and it should flow into position. All right, we're back. Usually with this right here, what I'm about to do, I usually try not to get the solder on the inside of the rail, because you're gonna have to go back in there and clean that up, because that's where your flange rides at on the rail, and that will cause a derailment, because the wheels will hit that and they will be thrown over. So what I like to do is go outside first on either rail. So I take my solder here and go to the outside here and go to the outside on this side. I try not to get it on the inside because you'll have to clean that up, and it's just a pain in the butt to do. So I've already dipped my soldering iron in flux. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to pause it here, because I'm going to have to get in here and the camera's in the way, so bear with me. And we'll give it a shot, even though I can't see. Oh man, I can't see, y'all. I can't see. All right, here we go. And you just let it flow like so. And I think that one's good. All right, same thing for the other side. I gotta flip hands. Man, this is difficult, y'all. All right. And again, go to the outside. Oh man, that's overkill. That has all dried. Now we need a test subject. We're gonna use this Athearn's 57-foot mechanical reefer, and we're gonna roll it across. And we have a little bump that's on this side of the rail, which I knew that because it looks like crap. So let's clean that up. I know that looks like a nice glob on the outside, but I will clean that up. All right, that flows a whole lot better. And this is the overhead view. As you can see, I put way too much on that outside rail on the top, but other than that, man, I'm sucking, y'all. I think it flows pretty good. I will come back and clean this up. So, other than that, oh my bad, camera work. Let's look at this. Other than that, y'all, that is pretty much it. This whole section here has to be glued down, including the next 4 yard tracks there, and the whole yard to be complete. Other than that, this is the how-to video on connecting code 55 to code 80. If you have Unitrack or Atlas Snaptrack or any other manufacturer, this would be the same process you would use. So, other than that, I appreciate everybody stopping by today, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.